Do you guys ever get the feeling that you're not alone? Welcome, everyone, to another expedition. Today, we are joined by MarkE by Saturday Morning Serial, the podcast. We are playing a game from his childhood, Contra, as you can see on the screen. Mark, introduce yourself. I mean, what brings you to the channel today?
Hey, well, you're just a really good friend of mine. I've been watching this madhouse that you've created, and I'll tell you what, I really, really, really like it. And one of the first things that I thought about, I was like, hey, I want to get on this channel. I want to get in on this fun. I probably have not played Contra in any meaningful way, and I mean, I'm 48. We're talking probably closer to 40 years that I have not played this game.
Wow.
And I'll bet you I'm still really good at it. That's how much I play.
I mean, it's unfortunate you're not. It's unfortunate you're not here
Right.
to join. And unfortunately, I don't know where they dropped the ball, Nintendo wise. But man, they just never made it internet ready. You can't do anything with this multiplayer online.
Yeah, and it would be kind of cool if they could go back in time. Well, not like they don't have to physically go back in time, but I mean, they should do a online version of this game. Don't bid it up at all. Just leave it 8. Just leave it alone, and let us play some online stuff. Because believe me, you would have an audience on this.
No. I think it is. I think it's on the Switch. I think it's on the Nintendo Online, and I believe you can do online multiplayer with that. They have that enabled. But it's just
awesome.
It is interesting that you say that though, because there is a recent. More than one recent games that came out on the Nintendo, like within the last couple of years, actually has an Ethernet jack in it. Someone made a game with a cart, and you can actually play online with other people in the game, which is bananas, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And so my video game playing has evolved over the years. When I was a kid, very, very much every waking hour we were playing a video game of some kind, weekends and all that. And as I've grown up now, I kind of play the same game over and over and over again. I'm like big into like Madden football, even though I don't even really watch football anymore. I just play the video game. Like all of my knowledge of what players are where is from the video, literally like from the video game.
That's really funny.
And it's just because I'm an
adult.
I'm really good at it.
Humble.
I'm ranked.
Humble.
I've been ranked. The highest I've ever been is top 2% in the world.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. That was in the RG3 year. Whoever watches football is going to know who he is. But yeah, so I've been really good at that game for a long time, and that's. As soon as that game comes out, I'm playing that for like 4 months straight, almost every day, and that's it. And then, like every once in a while, a really cool game will come out that kind of gets my attention. Like there's a cool Star Wars game that might come out, like Battlefront or something.
Yeah.
I play that for like 6 months straight, and then I'll put it away, and then I come back, and then I just played one of my most recent games that I've really fallen in love with is the RoboCop. Rogue Nation or something.
I actually heard RoboCop for the PS5 was pretty good. My dad actually picked that up the day I got the Switch 2. He came with me to GameStop and he ended up picking that up.
Well, I'm going to just say this is a big spoiler for you. Like, it's slow and clunky to move him around.
Of course.
And you're like, you feel like RoboCop because you're like, he's so slow. And it's really, I like a game that has a lot of patience. You know, so back to the original days. What was the game with Snake?
Metal Gear Solid?
That one. Like, they literally had a box that you could hide in and sneak around.
I remember that.
Cardboard box. Which actually stayed when they brought that game back, like a PS1 or 2, I remember. They brought the box back. You could hide in the box again.
My first experience with Metal Gear Solid was the PS2 version, and I remember the box, and I thought that was just the funniest thing. Like, just this idea that you could hide in the box and in the corner and look like you're part of whatever background.
The warehouse, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and when you saw it in the PS2, were you aware that that was the original gag, like in the first video?
No. I don't think I had played Metal Gear Solid for the original Nintendo until after I actually had played it on the PS2. I remember like seeing it at somebody's house and then going, holy shit, there's a Metal Gear Solid on the NES. That's like my experience with like a ton of games on the original Nintendo, is like, oh, this PS3, this Xbox 360 version was not the original. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure I played Ninja Gaiden on the Xbox 360 before I played it on the original Nintendo, that sort of thing. But speaking of the original Nintendo, we should probably get this ball rolling too.
All right. Before you even get into it, I mean, I know we're right at the edge of just jumping into this game. There is something really, really, really cool about this game that it's a 40-year-old memory.
Yeah.
It's up, down, left, right, BA, control, start.
And look,
that code,
rests 30 code, right there. There it is.
Boom. I have known that code for 40 years, and I haven't used it since then. And it's amazing. Like, you could put that code somewhere and someone will know what you are talking about. It's the most amazing thing ever. So yeah, you've got your 30 lives there. And it's more than enough to finish this game. But
not for me though. It's really funny. It's really funny that you say that. You can put the Konami code in Google. It does some shit there. But most recently, my daughter has a little like Game Boy looking toy, and if you put in the Konami code, it does a little dance. It does a little thing. So even in something like a little kid's toy today, it's still relevant. I hate the flame. I was actually playing this morning. A little peek behind the curtain here. Since I have not played this game since I was probably 7 or 8, so 40 years for you, 30 years for me. I was like, I need to knock out some of the cobwebs before I get on this and make a complete ass of myself.
Well, I mean, it's you move forward, you move back, you move up, you move down, you shoot. It's not that hard, really.
I mean,
now we had I just did an episode of Saturday Morning Serial. You guys can catch us on Spreaker.com. That's like where we're hubbed, but you can find us on Spotify.
I'll make sure to add a link to the description.
We're everywhere. Yeah, we're on wherever you get your pods is what they usually say. We have interviews there from like Mike Tyson was a big one that we had. Alan Tudyk, Dan Harmon. We have a whole bunch of. We have like 13 seasons worth of interviews and really, really fun stuff out there. But most recently, our most recent episode, we were actually talking about video games. Did you just die?
I did. Oh no, I've died a bunch.
Okay, all right.
I unfortunately I lost the spread. And now I'm just bumming right now.
I know that sucks when you lose your awesome weapon. By the way, if I actually can, I think on this game you can overshoot and you lose the better weapon sometimes. So like, if you like the spread, don't get the up, because then it might be like the tracer rockets or something like that. So you actually, there's a little strategy in how you manage what kind of weapon you have, because even some that are lower level might be better for you in the long run.
Yeah.
So don't come on, crazy with those ups.
Oh no, yeah. It's usually I stick with the depending on where I am, what level I'm on. I don't know why I was still doing it like that. There we go. The spread is pretty great, but the machine gun is amazing. It's way better than it should be.
On this recent episode where we were talking about video games,
Postal, right?
We were actually talking about Postal, which is it was a video game that was designed to shock you. It surely did that, and it kind of shook the world. Like, famously, Hillary Clinton kind of mentioned it, like on the floor of the House or something like that. Like, she was, it kind of started off this whole video games are too violent kind of discussion that always kind of pops up, no matter when or where you are. That's all kind of garbage and bullshit. There's plenty of things that cause violence.
Damn.
I don't think video games are one of them. But anyway, I don't want to go off in that tangent. Listen to the episode because we do hash it out. But we did talk about Contra, and what I'm noticing here is I think I was right. There are no human targets, right? I think it's all aliens and bugs.
I mean, they look like people, but I think they're supposed to be robots or something. Like,
I think they're aliens. I think they're like insectoid type.
I think I noticed the Famicom version has a different title than Contra. I think that it might. I couldn't duck fast enough.
Wow.
I think it might. I think you're right. I think you're not fighting humans. I think they're supposed to be aliens or something. God damn. This is why I wanted the 30 lives, because I knew it was gonna be sad. Otherwise, I don't think it's humans. God damn. I don't think it's humans, but I don't know what it is.
I think, and I'm sure that they kind of made it that way. As the video game consoles got better and better and better, the video games themselves didn't get more violent. It's just that they looked more real.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what happened. But I do think that when it came to video games, the NES, as it got better and better, they did not go down the rabbit hole of ultra violence kind of thing. Like they kept things kind of cartoonish.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they didn't go down like the way of like PlayStation and stuff. Like, they don't have a Grand Theft Auto on the Nintendo system.
No, I mean, you can play Saints Row on like the Switch and stuff. I mean, you get a lot more of that with the Switch now, just because of the better processing and things like that. I mean, you had some hyper violent games on the Wii. You had Mad World, which was black and white except for blood. So the blood was red, if I remember correctly. And you were a chainsaw. There's that New England accent in there. A chainsaw wielding protagonist. I don't think you were a bad guy. I just think that you were just going around and murdering stuff, which is another game I have that I need to play.
Yeah, I've never, I don't think I've ever even touched the Switch before. It looks great and all that. I did look. I did a little. I did a little digging. What I still have, like in my house, I still have a PS1. I'm sorry. I have a PS4. I have a PS5, which is what I play. I have an Xbox One, which is really dusty. I don't think I've played it in a while. I have a Super NES.
Oh,
that
nice.
Still has my Super Star Wars games on it. And then I have a Nintendo Cube, the GameCube.
The GameCube?
Still have that. Yep, I have that.
Oh boy,
then I have one of the Nintendo Game Boys, but it's not the first one, obviously. It's a foldy one.
Oh, that's probably SP.
I don't remember. It's red. I've got a couple games on it, but I don't even know if the little battery that's inside for memory is working. I don't even know if it has memory. I haven't turned it on in so long. But yeah, so that's my game boneyard, I guess.
Right into that guy.
And I definitely regret not keeping my Nintendo, my original, because the thing that I have played friends like when they get like some kind of simulator or something.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that controller, like you just don't. It's not the same.
It doesn't feel the same, no.
Not at all.
No.
There's something about it that really is unique to the time and the moment, and apparently to my reflexes, because it doesn't really work.
Oh yeah. Being a dad, playing old games on the Switch is nice because I can just turn the Switch off, and it doesn't state save, but it kind of holds your position to a degree. And I can just kind of walk away and. Oh man, I had the spread when I played this morning, and it made fucking quick work of this guy.
Yeah,
this is not.
That guy's awesome.
This is not going to be the case. But it's hard playing old games with new controllers because my muscle memory is just still there. You know, I still just remember exactly what I needed to do, where my fingers needed to go. And I've kind of had to adjust my play style for a lot of games because sometimes the most accessible way for me to play it is on the Switch. But for the channel, I try to stick with the original console and everything as much as possible. I took out my. Come on. I have the I've got the original. I've got the original Nintendo, of course, controller, but I also have two special controllers. I have the dog bone, which I'm playing on right now. This came with the top loader that I have, and then I have
that's more like the Super controller.
Yeah, but I also have the NES Max, which had
I remember that one,
a pseudo thumbstick, and it had turbo for A and B.
Yep. I remember that.
I played a little bit with this morning, and I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
There were games, I can't remember which ones, that because it took how rapidly you could press a button to like win. Mm-hmm. When you use that controller on that game, it deactivated it for you. Like you couldn't use it. I remember getting. I think I borrowed it from like a friend that had that controller, and I was playing a game. I don't remember which one it was, but like they would deactivate that function so that you couldn't basically cheat on the video game that you were using. It was that smart. I don't know what the trigger was.
That's really funny.
That kind of turned that on. But yeah, there was a lot of cool things like that. Kind of living through that era when we got our hands on things. And I found it really amazing that in the time way before internet, before that was even conceived of and thought of, we still knew what that code was.
Oh yeah.
And we were kids, right? Like we didn't have magazine subscriptions. We didn't, we weren't like we weren't at the game store in like some kind of network of people. Like no, somehow these little things spread, the up, down, down. Like that spread to us word of mouth across the world, really. And then like these things just kind of grew. Like we all knew that if your Nintendo wasn't working, you could blow in the cartridge and put it in there.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No, it is. It was a meme. It was a meme from that time. It was almost a legend. Like the idea of the idea that there was this series of button presses that you could do that would I should have ducked. That you could do that would give you seemingly infinite lives. I'm down to like 15 already.
You suck at this game, man.
I am not. I did so much better earlier. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm ashamed of you.
I'm gonna blame it on the chatting. That's what I'm gonna do.
I'm sure it is. Yeah, it's my fault.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It's always your fault. Come on. I can't get that guy. But yeah, it was a mystery. It was there was something magical about this idea that there was this code that gave you 30 lives. I was actually funny thing. I always thought it was 50 lives that it gave you. I didn't realize it was 30.
No, it was 30. Like we all knew how many it was. We all knew what that code was. There was another really big code, and I kind of know the code phonetically, not by code. Like, okay, so on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, there was a code that you can jump right to Mike Tyson.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't even remember all of the phonetics, but it was a series of, because I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was almost like a social security number, like that length of numbers. And because when you were playing the actual game, if I recall, you could even jump to certain segments if you punched in a code. So you could go to like, you could blow past glass glass jaw or whatever. Like you could hop to like the next segment, to the next challenger. But there was a code where you can go directly to Mike Tyson, and I remember it, because when you pressed up on the controller, it made a different sound than if you pressed down. And I just remember going boop 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 boop, and I remembered the code by the phonetic sound of pressing the up and the down button. And it was, I mean, if you were to put me in front of that game, I give myself about a 70% chance to still know that code. And okay, so let's go back, right? So we're in the year 2025 right now. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that in probably around the turn of the century, 2000, 2001, I was at a party. It was at a friend's house, and either he was cleaning out his parents' garage, or for whatever reason, he had a Nintendo, an original Nintendo at this party. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was there, of course. That's why I'm telling the story. And then and
I have no idea what happened. I wasn't there.
And I got drunk and I passed out. No, and it's so like there was, we were all playing all these games, and it was, it was really, really fun because everyone was around the same age. Everybody has their own memories of this thing. And they put on, and they put on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and I swear to you, I knew the code, right? Just again from phonetic, like my memory. It's like knowing the lyrics of an old song you haven't heard in a long time. You just kind of know what's coming next.
Yeah.
And so I put in the code, and people that were playing the game, everyone was getting their asses whooped by Tyson. They just whooped. And then it finally got to me, and god damn it, dude, I freaking beat Tyson in front of this crowd of people that were just getting whooped. And I was a king holding court. Like it was, everyone was cheering.
Oh, you pig fucker. Sorry.
Everyone was cheering. Everyone was screaming. It was like this collective communal walk down memory lane, and I had a fan base in those moments, it was so fun. And it was because not only was that such a momentous time when you beat Mike Tyson, but it actually is very, very, very difficult. You would have a hard time beating him now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There was always a little trick to it. It's that he would always give you a little wink before he would launch.
Yeah.
And if you could survive, I think it was a minute and a half, then his one knockout power would diminish, and then you could beat him. So there was a formula to beating Tyson. And again, it spread throughout the 1980s community without any internet, and we all could beat Mike Tyson there at the end.
Well, what's really funny about that is I've heard people talking about Mike Tyson, and they said that he was a pit bull. What made him so dangerous is he would lay into you immediately, and was unrelenting. But if anybody made it past that initial barrage, he would get tired because he put everything into that first round. You know what I mean? It's what made him a great fighter, was that it was hard to get past that point. But it's really funny that it feels like they did that even in the game. You know what I mean? No!
Oh!
I thought for sure
that doesn't look like a person. That looks more like a robot or something.
It does. It definitely does. Yeah. I wish I saw it the other day. It was the Famicom name, and I can't fucking remember what it is. Is it terrible form to look something up in the middle of this? Because I'm really curious as to what it was in, because that might give us a hint.
I think we all expect. I think we're all coming here for some answers. So no, I think you should totally look it up. While you're doing that, I noticed that you picked the more Rambo character.
I just pressed one. I just pressed player 1. It just gives you the blue character. It didn't give me a choice.
So you have to be player 2 to get the Arnold character.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, did
Probector. Probotector in the PL region. So I think that's Asia. So yeah, I think it's robots.
I think it's robots too. Yeah.
Oh no!
But the like big creature there that you were fighting was a big alien though.
That was a big alien, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of both. All right. So that's it. You burned 30 lives.
No, I didn't burn 30 lives. I accidentally I nudged the table and
this never happened.
I have to be honest with you. This has never happened to me before. I swear this never happens to me.
Well, start it again. Maybe you'll do a little better this time.
Up, down, left, right, B, A, start. Anyway, that's embarrassing. No, I didn't do it right. Shit. All right. Well, I've only got 3 lives now. Let's see how far I get.
Oh, you're not going to get out of this round.
No, probably not. No, but yeah, I think it's robots. I mean, I know in Contra 3, it's aliens. It's 100% aliens. Maybe now that I know I've only got 3 lives, maybe I'll be a little more precious about them. I don't know.
Well, and can we just talk a little bit about the implied story arcs of some of these early games, right? Because I don't think because there's not a lot of script and talking in Contra. I don't even think there's any, right? So you're just supposed to kind of infer what the story is by the action.
Oh my god!
Right. So are you on an alien planet right now, or is this Earth?
You know,
like we don't even really know.
It's funny that you say that because I was I forgot who I was talking to. It was on TikTok. I had posted because I recently picked up a complete inbox game of Star Tropics, and Star Tropics famously had a letter that your uncle gives you, and it's attached to the manual, like it's a piece of paper that is attached to the manual, and there's a secret code on it, something or other, and I was talking to a guy about it, and he's like, man, they really knew how to take care of gamers back then. And I was talking about the Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy. It had a map that was a poster. It had a poster that let you know what the different enemies, what damage types they were, a bunch of shit. Anyway, point being, it occurred to me that it was less about them taking care of the gamers and more about the fact that if they put these story elements, if they put the maps, if they put the words, if they put that stuff in the game, that took up memory. It was actually easier to put the story in the user manual because that left space open for you to actually put graphics. Like, if they put an actual story, like a cutscene in this, we might not have a jungle in the background. You know what I mean?
Right.
They may have had to have left out a weapon because they just didn't have the memory for it, you know? God fucking damn it.
How do you think Zelda kind of did that? And I think it's because didn't Zelda have like a little battery in it so it can store some information?
Yeah, Zelda. Any game that you save in has like a little one of those quarter-sized CR2032s in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original was actually a disc game on the original Nintendo. Hang on, wait. Up, down, left, right, B, A, start. Can I get my 30 lives now? Why isn't it working?
Isn't it control start?
There's no control.
Oh, okay. Is there a select start? I think it's up, down, left, right, B, A, select start.
No, select would put me on 2 players. So up, down, left, right, B, A, start. That should do it. Why isn't it doing it?
I thought there was another button in there.
Up, down, left, right, B, A, start. I'm embarrassed.
Well, try up, down, left, right, B, A, select start.
Well, select's gonna put me on 2 players if I hit select.
Okay. Even if you're within the code?
Left, right, B, A. You know, I mean, I really don't know what's happening now. Yeah, the original Zelda had a. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my original controller. That's the problem, right? That's the issue.
You always blame the equipment.
Always blame the equipment. Blame the equipment.
Yeah. Stuck button.
The original Zelda had a battery in it to save. Mm-hmm. But shit, I forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, a lot of it was about saving memory. Up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A, start. There it is.
All right. Now we're rocking.
So, like, I was playing Mega Man the other day, and there's a point where you're right before a boss battle, the screen goes black. Like, the background goes black, you just have the foreground. And I always thought, like, that was just some cool shit that they did to be like, oh, this is serious now. Like, you're fighting this boss battle, this is a big deal. And I realized that it actually had more to do with the fact that by eliminating the background, that was memory that got freed up for them to... Jesus Christ! That freed up memory for them to put a more complicated boss into the game. And it's little things like that I just never noticed... that I'm noticing now that I'm getting deeper into the hobby, you know?
Yeah, and I think another thing that doesn't get enough credit on these older games is just how creative they were with the music and the sound effects too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, this game sounds good. I can't hear it now, but I know this game sounds good. It's got great sound effects. It's got great music. It really is something in how they could really push their limits.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one that thinks this, but art comes in the fringes. Art comes in the small spaces, and there's nothing. I think that's why the NES is just kind of so storied and so like iconic, is that they just made the most out of this little tiny space. These little 8-bits were just completely maxed out in what they were able to do. And the games that, a lot of them still survive, right? I mean, they're still Metal Gear, they're still making Mario, they're still making Contra, I guess, even though I haven't really played anything current. And, Zelda's still very, very big. There's just a lot of this stuff still exists. And, some of it obviously has to do with the IP, right? I mean, that's kind of that's the world that we live in. But if there's one thing that I'm gonna get on, that I'm gonna complain about, is that we never got, at least I'm not aware of one anywhere. We never got a Contra movie, because we know that there's a story here.
Yeah,
there's something going on, and I've been deprived of it. And if they were really onto this back then, this game was itching for Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger to star in Contra the movie. It should have happened, and it was right for that.
Well, I was gonna say, like you had said, like these characters are kind of based on Arnold Schwarzenegger and kind of based on Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, very much so.
This was right about the time when those movies were, at their height.
Yeah, it's basically Rambo and either Dutch from Predator or Matrix from Commando. Those are the two Arnold Schwarzenegger characters. Yeah. And it's basically a mix because, the other character has lighter hair that's kind of in that buzz cut, which is what Arnold had. The character that you're playing has the longer hair with the Rambo bandana.
Yeah. Which feels very much Stallone-y.
It's very, very much Rambo. Yeah. And it's like they made them they basically they just tweaked it a little bit, put them on the cover, and that's who you're playing. And when we were growing up with this game, we were really into Rambo and Commando and all. There was a Rambo Saturday morning freaking cartoon even. Like,
completely kid friendly, right?
Yeah. I don't think he killed anybody, obviously, but yeah, I mean, there was a real legit cartoon. And action figures and all that stuff, and so us being able to be them, was great. And also having a lack of a story allowed us to make the story of what you're playing right now. This is Rambo, this is Dutch, and they're together fighting predators or whatever you want to, whatever you want to say. Yeah, so it basically allowed us to be these characters, you know, for those brief moments. And it was really something else. I do have memories of playing this game with my really good buddy Rich.
Yeah.
And we would either be at his house or at my house. I think we both had the game. And literally, like, after school, the bus would drop us off. And his house was like a block west. My house was a couple of blocks east of where the bus stopped. And we were basically like, you want to go to your house or mine?
Yeah.
You know, and parents weren't home because both of our parents worked. And so, you know, we either hop in through a window that's open or the door's not locked, or we had a key on us. And, you know, we'd make ourselves snacks and we'd sit in front of this Nintendo and we would frickin' play, you know, for basically a couple of hours until our parents got home, and then we had to go home and eat.
Yeah.
And that was it, man. That was just, it's one of the greatest, most treasured memories of my life is playing this game right here. Well, this is the second right now, playing with you.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So that's what I wanted to ask you. You had said that when I asked you what game you wanted me to play, you had said Contra, and I was kind of curious as to what it was about Contra, like why Contra, like why this specific game. I mean, it's a great game, it's solid, it's a lot of fun, but like why for you, why this game?
I think it's because of Ready Player Tuesday, to be honest. Because this was the.
You mean Ready Player? You mean Ready Player 2? Ready Player Tuesday is what we're doing.
Correct. Exactly. But it is because this is one of the games that stands out the most about playing co-op with someone. Games, from my memory, all the games that we played back then, you played by yourself or you played against somebody.
Yeah.
You know, but I cannot remember for the life of me, I can't think of other co-op games back then. You know, I'm sure there were. There weren't in my world anyway that I can remember off the top of my head.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure your
Mario
viewers can maybe punch in there.
Well, I was gonna say Mario was co-op, but like I think to your point, this was also
Mario. Super Mario wasn't co-op.
No, Mario Brothers wasn't co-op. Super Mario was.
It was?
It was, yeah. Because you could play Luigi and it just... But what I was going to say was... This was the first time you...
play at the same time.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, the one thing that this did that a lot of other games didn't, which was you didn't have to take turns. You were
correct.
You were both playing. Though, I mean, that, like, games like this, for me, like, that just meant... I'm just going to fall in a hole. It's fine. That just meant whoever did the best would die the least, and then all their guys would get stolen by their little cousin. And hi, I'm the little cousin.
Yeah. That did happen, and you know that's why Rich was such a good partner, because you know he always had my back, I always had his. There was really no problem.
We were brothers in fire.
Yeah, and you know, and we got really good at that game, and you know we played it so well, and we would also have like little goals like, you keep that weapon, I'll keep this weapon, and this way you can cover me. I could do like, so we actually would approach it in a cooperative way too. And that's why I really wanted this to be the first game that you and I kind of tackle, because it's co-op.
Yeah.
Because we're going to celebrate Ready Player Tuesday. and it's just, I just think it's got that memory it's so vivid, in my mind. It's probably a top 5 video game.
Yeah.
Like as far as my fondness for it of all time, really. You know, it was something so unique about that time and about that moment that this game kind of fills that so well. And I've been chasing that ever since.
Yeah, right?
I think closest to it, I think the next big co-op thing, even though it was competitive, was Bond, you know, for GoldenEye.
Oh man, I mean,
yeah. It wasn't that we were co-op, but we were all in the same room and we were all playing together.
Oh yeah.
And it was just so much fun. And I think, like, for me anyway, it goes from basically Contra, Tekken,
Tekken.
Madden's always in there because there was always cousins and uncles. We would always play football and stuff. And then so there was like, you know, sports games, obviously, Contra, GoldenEye, Tekken, some fighting games, Street Fighter. But there was something about that cooperative, or you're fighting against someone that is in the same room. That's the big difference now.
Yeah.
We don't do this anymore. We play online. And that's great. And, you know, you still get that freaking dopamine from the competition and everything, which I do. I play Madden, top 2 in the world.
Just going to drop that again if you guys don't mind.
So, and, yeah, man. So, like, we still get the competitive kind of fire from it, or cooperative. There's games that you can play co-op, but it's now done in a virtual world and not in a physical world anymore. And that's why I picked that game, because for us anyway, when we were growing up, like, it was really something that you could be in the same room for, you could play together for, you had shared goals, you had strategy, and it was just a lot of fun. So that's why I picked Contra. That's my long answer to that.
Come on. I just need an opening. Give me an opening. Give me an opening.
You did better last time because it's taken you a while to get here.
No, actually, I'm doing better this time.
Oh, okay.
Because I've actually died less.
Okay, that's all right. Never mind.
No, it's taking me longer because I'm being careful.
Got you. I think you're obviously just getting better too. Now, if I was in the room, you and I would zip through this game like nothing.
Yeah, I have a feeling we'd probably burn through it, which would be awesome.
Yeah.
It would. Artist of the channel, Brian Power, when he comes to visit, we already have plans of just a bunch of games that we're going to end up playing. We're going to record a ton together, just so I've got a bunch of things I can post, and a bunch of Ready Player Tuesdays to have and to hold. And
Wonderful.
Yeah. Actually, fun fact, new shirt today. He made this weekend. Where is it?
Oh, look at that.
There it is. It's probably back. I think it's backwards on yours, but it's forwards on mine. So
I'm wearing the only video game shirt that I could find. This is from the Old Republic.
Of course, it's Star Wars. Of course, it's Star Wars.
I got this at Comic-Con. They were handing them out. This is a very old shirt, but yeah, I got this. I was just like, do I have a video game shirt? And I couldn't really. I don't think I do. And which is odd because like I love the characters. Mario, there was an after-school live-action show.
Oh yeah,
of Mario. I think Lou Albano was Mario.
You might be right. He was a wrestler, wasn't he, or something?
Yeah, I think he played Mario, and I can't remember who played Luigi. But yeah, so there was an actual. I think it was like a variety show. I can't really remember 100%, but there was a live-action Mario show. And, you know, you have to set aside just how wickedly stereotypical.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No. It was of its time. It was of its time.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was
still around. You know.
They would. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it had a. You know, it kind of did have a variety show, but they were just kind of introducing the Saturday morning. Cartoon, basically.
Maybe that's what it was. I can't really remember, and it may not have even been a Saturday morning thing. It might have been like an after school thing. I don't. Those memories are not as embedded into my head like the Contra code and things like that.
Yeah.
But it was really really big. In our last episode, we were talking about video games. We don't normally talk about video games. We kind of find an excuse whenever we can. But when we were talking about video games. Yeah, like we were totally like, hey, you know, well, look at how big Pac-Man was in the 80s. Like there was a cereal. There was a Saturday morning cartoon. There was like lunch boxes, socks, t-shirts.
Oh yeah.
Like Pac-Man was like a real cultural movement. And what's funny about that whole thing is that obviously the funny thing about it is that, you know, my show's called Saturday Morning Serial. I'll go this way. but yeah, so it's called Saturday Morning Serial. but we don't really talk about cereal that much. You know, it's just an excuse to talk about the themes of Saturday morning TV that we not only grew up with, but that grew up with us. And one of the things that we used to do, obviously, was play a lot of video games on Saturday mornings too. So we would watch cartoons and we would play video games. But our show does focus on what are the cultural things that we grew up with that are still with us today, and how have they changed over time? How have they grown up with us is the theme of the show. And video games is just, my gosh, is that a major, major part of our growing up. And it's just still with us. And what you guys are looking at right now, you know, on the Arc Gameologist show, is you are looking at I am the first generation whose parents had no goddamn idea how to play video games. None. Zero. Zip.
Yeah.
Like, they could barely work the VCR. You know, we usually hooked up the VCR to the TV, you know? Like, we usually did all those things. And I'm sure there's some people in the audience right now that are saying, oh, but my parents did and we're about the same age. Okay, yes, there are exceptions, and in general, you should never say all blank do blank. But in general, we are the generation that didn't have parents that played video games.
Yeah.
You know, we just didn't have that. And we kind of started this, and we were kind of, you know, we were on that wave, and it wasn't all easy. I mean, we literally had some, you know, people in Congress and stuff that were trying to stop us from playing video games. Yeah, trying to have it shut down. So somehow we have survived, and thank God for that, because the video games are better than ever. They're amazing. I can't get over some of these things. Like, I was able to play RoboCop on the PS5, and it's like, it feels like you're RoboCop, and how they make him really slow and clunky.
Son of a bitch.
The sound effects are there from the movie because he's got the coolest sounding gun you've ever heard. Like, you know, they do all these things, and luckily for us too, they matured. They're onto mature subjects. They're onto violence. They're onto you know, problems and conflicts and things like that. I
just want a RoboCop game where it's just you just shooting that guy in the dick for like 6 hours, it's just blowing that guy's junk just clear off his body. That's the growing up I want.
Yeah. If there was ever a guy that deserved to get shot in the dick,
it was that guy.
Yeah. Oh, that is a great scene. I don't think that's replicated in the RoboCop game.
You don't think so? You don't think they brought that back?
No, I think they should, but no, they absolutely didn't. You know, and you know, it's funny too, because like at that same time when all this was going on with the video games, you know, movies were also finding out, like, they were battling, you know, negative things on Congress. They were battling the NPA, the National Ratings people or whatever.
Yeah.
They had given RoboCop an X rating when it first came out.
I mean, I've been meaning to rewatch it as an adult, and I watched it way too early as a kid. But like, knowing what that, like, I don't think that's like that wild of an idea to give that game to give that movie an X rating.
Well, and so the like weird thing about it is that most of the versions of that movie that you're gonna get your hands on are gonna be director's cuts, which are gonna be the X-rated version. Yeah. And so you may not even have access to the original theatrical release or the original VHS release, because we have just totally blown past that. And for those of you that aren't aware, what they wanted to give the X rating for was for the violence. And I think there's like an extra 30 seconds of Ed 209 just blasting that dude on the table, that CEO. He's just turning him into hamburger meat. He's just completely just annihilating him. But yeah, so there was always these little
things that were
kind of going on. But kids, man, we loved the war movies. We loved the war video games. We loved G.I. Joes. We loved Transformers. All these toys and stuff, for the boys anyway, were around guns and violence. You know, we were just kind of built that way, I guess.
I remember like having friends and stuff that their parents were like, oh, I don't let my kids play with guns, and I'm like, what? Then, like, as a boy, I'm like, what the hell does your kid play with then? Like,
what else is there?
Like swords, right? Like that's the only other thing there is, right? It's guns and swords, and I mean,
it's guns and swords.
I mean, that's not true, but like, it kind of is.
Well, when this thing was really like back in the '80s, when like Rambo was really super big. My grandmother would get these like magazines, like with like a catalog magazine. Like no, I'm sorry. She would get her magazines, and on the back of the magazines were like these advertisements. And one of them was for a survival knife, because Rambo was big, and Rambo had a survival knife. It had like a saw, matches. It had a compass that was like in the stock of the knife. Like you could unscrew it, and there was like little supplies in there so you could survive. It's called a freaking survival knife.
Yeah.
My grandmother ordered one of those for me when I was like 8. And it was a real fucking knife. And I would wear it. We were camping. I would wear it around in the backyard. Like I had a big ass, like, 6-inch bladed knife on me. And it was cheap as hell. Like, it was kind of cheap plastic. The actual knife was like real metal, but this was like, it wasn't like it was like a wood stock or anything.
Yeah.
But like that's how little attention was paid to safety things like back then. Like,
yeah.
I'm lucky to be alive. My theory is that it made us tougher.
I mean, you like to think that, right? Like, do you like to think that maybe you guys are like you're better off? I mean, there is.
I don't know.
No,
Look,
I think there's truth to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to get like too old man yells at cloud, but like I kind of agree that, like, speaking as a parent, like I know that I have to constantly check myself and be like, no, like she's gonna be okay, like, and if she hurts herself, that's still okay.
It's still okay.
She's got to. Can I not get up there? Are you serious?
By the way, I am totally remembering this level, by the way. I'm looking at it and just like, whoa, I remember this with the little claws that come down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really... Oh, I love that part where you get on the little track.
Oh, no, come on.
Yeah. Oh.
Give me that shit. Oh, man. Come on. Land where I can get you.
Oh, you got it. You got you.
Yeah, but now I can't get up here because the cart's gone. Oh, can't.
Is that a life or is that another weapon up there?
Well, it's a spread right there. The one
on the second level.
That was machine gun.
Oh, now you have one again. Okay, there you go.
Come on. You pig fucker. All right, well now I'm up here. All right.
You better watch out. There you go.
I have no idea. I have no idea how many lives I have left. This is definitely the furthest I've ever gotten in this game. Like I said, when I haven't played this game since I was like 8 or 9. My dad just brought this home one day. You were saying before we started the stream, like that. You and I are of a separate generation, which is true to a degree. But like, I also grew up kind of poor. So the games I had were always...
So did I.
So the access I had to games was always like a generation behind. Like if you would have asked me games like this, I was like, oh, this came out in 92. This right here, this came out in 92, right?
Nope.
Like the games I remember...
84, 85?
87, I think.
87, okay.
But,
that makes sense.
But yeah, like I was playing the original Nintendo when the Super Nintendo came out. You know what I mean? Whoa, okay, buddy. Hey, Sonny Jim. Those things are gonna shoot at me, aren't they? Yep. Fucking.
Yeah, you have to shoot that thing on the
door.
The door. Yeah.
Hey, Sonny Jim.
Man, you're doing really well here. I think you're finding your footing. I don't want to jinx you though. think you're doing great. Keep it up! Yay! Keep it up. I wish I was playing this with you.
No, yeah, me too, man. Me too. Oh, you pig fucker.
You like the pig fucker.
I do. It's a fun thing to just kind of punch out.
You know, pigs need love too.
They do. Yeah, just not from this door.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me about the thing above the door, because I knew I needed to beat that, but I thought I was gonna have to kill the 2 guns on the bottom first. Nope, 5 rests. 5 rests left.
Wow.
Ooh, this I got a good feeling about this.
I think you're almost done.
I think I might be too.
I don't want to jinx it. Come on. Keep on going. Keep on going.
All right. Well, these are definitely aliens. If we're talking about what
look like crustaceans of some kind.
Yeah. Oh, this guy.
Oh no! Wow, look at that guy. So I would say this is really inspired by the movie Alien. Right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of that there. Now, one of the things that your viewers may not know is that we did not know that Metroid was a female when it originally came out.
That's a classic. Like a video game surprise.
Yeah, and the reason why I even thought of that is, why couldn't they make one of these characters Ripley, right? Because Ripley was badass in the Alien movies,
right?
You know, and she could have handled these squid thingies.
I feel like I need to take these things out, or they're gonna constantly
take them out.
They're gonna constantly cause me some problems.
Yeah. We used to not leave anything alive playing this game.
I mean,
we used to go through it and just wipe it all out. There was nothing behind us. Yeah.
Just scorch earth.
Just scorch. Yeah, we would just take everything out. Anything that moved, we would shoot. We didn't like any of that stuff.
I mean, speaking of things that are iconic, like, how iconic is the spread gun? Like,
oh, the best. Almost every good side scroller has some kind of version of a spread gun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, and you also have to think about it, because, you know, you're scrolling on one side in one dimension. Like, how do you get more? How do you make a really cool weapon? Well, you make it spread so it hits more guys.
So you have to duck. No!
Oh, what happened?
I was holding duck while I was shooting, and jumping.
Oh, and you jumped down. Okay,
yep.
I got you. Yep.
Actually, this might be okay. This might be okay. I mean, I'm sad to not have the spread gun anymore, but. This is okay.
Yeah, you may not get any more ups to fight the boss. So.
I don't think so. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I've beaten every single boss with the friggin' with the
pea shooter.
Yeah, with the pea shooter. So, oh, shit, man.
Oh, Scorpion got you. You have 2 lives left.
I know. Oh, I don't have to duck to shoot to kill those. Come on.
Yeah. Just walk and point your gun down.
Oh, that guy's gonna drop on me, Annie. No? Nothing? Alright, that looks
That's it. You gotta shoot those testicles there. Oh man.
These things that are spawning them on the bottom, you mean? Fucking hell.
No, the thing in the middle there too.
Oh yeah, the brain?
Yeah. I believe we used to call them nuts.
I mean, it's got a testicular persuasion.
I mean, we were like 8. Come on, those are nuts.
Those are alien nuts.
Yeah, those are alien nuts. You gotta shoot them in the balls.
Come on.
You are doing great. You're doing great. 1 life left. Come on, you're almost there, buddy.
I mean, let's be honest. Spread would fucking go down real smooth right about now.
Yeah, you would have been done.
No! No! Shit.
Oh no!
Yo! And I got a free guy for the kill.
You got him!
No way.
Yeah!
No, that can't. Like, we didn't beat the game, did we?
I think so. Yeah!
Oh shit!
Yeah! Nice work.
Oh man!
The whole island is kaputs.
Oh shit! Hey, that feels good. Good.
Wow! 1 life. 1 life left. There it is. Congratulations. You've destroyed the vile Red Falcon and saved the universe. Consider yourself a hero.
Oh, always.
The Red Falcon. That does ring a bell. There you go. So there's your little bit of story right there.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think we were gonna do that, but yeah, fucking here we are.
Woo! That's exhilarating.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Man,
it always feels great to finish a game on stream. in the film. Oh, that's awesome! I'm glad. I'm sad I kicked it, but I did much better that second time around.
Oh yeah, for sure. I honestly, I don't think you would have made it all the way.
No. I can't believe I made it today. Like, this is the first time that right there was the third time I've played the game in 30 years. That feels great. That feels great, man.
Oh man, there was there was that feeling that, oh my god, when you finished and you just you almost wanted to light a cigarette. Oh god, that feels so good.
That was awesome.
There was one of the other games that felt so good to finish was the Top Gun game. And me and a really good buddy, the co-host of my show, Saturday Morning Serial, you can find us on Spreaker, Spreaker.com. The main host is a fellow by the name of Grim Shea, Dan Shea. And we talk about the Top Gun game from time to time. He's the only other person I know that got the Top Gun trophy.
There's a trophy?
There's a trophy if you hit a certain number of points when you... Now, I don't think you can beat the game of Top Gun. You end up kind of going through missions, and then you end up getting a score. I don't remember ever beating it, but like when you achieve a certain number of points, just like in the movie, because it's a point system in the movie, when you get a certain number of points, you get the Top Gun trophy.
Oh.
And I've gotten the Top Gun trophy. And my buddy Dan, co-host of the show, Saturday Morning Serial on Spreaker, we're both recipients of the Top Gun trophy, and they play the Top Gun theme. That and it's in 8-bit. It sounds great,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really, 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 really cool. So it's one of those things where, like, when you grow up with these video games, no matter what console you happen to have grown up with, the games and the experiences take on like this legendary era that's in your mind and in your head.
Oh yeah.
And you're like a part of this moment, this club almost of like, we all know the Contra code. I got the Top Gun trophy. Did you get the Top Gun trophy?
That was actually when the original Zelda came out, when it was being play tested. They tried to convince, I can't remember the designer, he's a very famous Nintendo designer. They wanted him to make the game easier because they thought the game was too obtuse and no one was going to be able to figure it out on his own. And he had this dream of people going into school the next day and going like, hey, did you light that one bush on fire and then you found the money underneath it? Like, no, but I bombed that wall where those 3 rocks are, and there was a heart container in there, and like, you found a heart container over there? Like, oh, I gotta check that out. He wanted people to like have different experiences and then come together and be like, oh wait, like that, like the power ring is hidden behind that statue. Where did you wait? You need the whistle to get into Dungeon 7? What? Like, you wanted that stuff, No, that stuff's awesome.
Yeah, and and again, we didn't have the internet and stuff like that. Like, so these whatever the little tricks that you learned along the way, they had to spread, throughout like your friends and your community. All those things. Like we weren't aware all the time about the, you have to burn that bush, and there's something there. There's something that can, there's something really, really, really cool and kind of innocent and kind of fun about learning something from your friend. Like, maybe they figured it out or they stumbled upon something and then they kind of let you in on this trick.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really cool to like be a part of that. And, I'll never, obviously you can never go back again, so it's something that I really, really cherish, having these opportunities. And, obviously I love talking about it, which is why I dedicated a whole podcast to this trip down nostalgia.
to that idea. Yeah.
And by the way, we got a lot of great shows coming up. We're in our, I think we're in our 14th season. And We got a lot of really cool stuff coming up, a lot of big interviews. So one of the big things that I want to kind of tip your audience to is that our show is, we try to release a new episode once a month. Sometimes we do two. It's like it's more like a talk magazine. We usually have a guest that we've interviewed either live or over Zoom, or we capture some audio. We do a lot like at the San Diego Comic-Con. We get a lot of audio there. And we usually, based off of the subject, we like to kind of dig into it and how does it relate to our childhood. Our whole goal is to get you guys out there to also think to kind of think and remember, and to go through it yourself and to kind of remember it on your own.
Yeah.
We don't have a way to hear your side of it, but we can almost feel it coming through, because whenever I'm listening to somebody else's podcast, when they say something, I'm like, don't you remember this? Don't you remember that? And then when they say it, I'm like, oh yes, like, I get that. I'm with you on that one. I have a similar experience, or I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, I mean, like I was watching this. It was I think it was, I don't remember whose show it was. They were talking about the NES, the original NES,
mm-hmm.
and it came with like the Super Entertainment System. The big box came with a double cartridge of Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers.
Yep.
And it came with the gun and two controllers so that you could play Duck Hunt. But what I didn't know, because we didn't figure this out back then, was that if you plug in the other controller, one person could control the ducks.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that. I missed out on that. That never got to me. We never figured that out.
No. That's actually been a huge part of me going back and re-exploring a lot of these games. A lot of these games I played when I was 5, 6, 7, 8, and these games were developed by adults, and at the time it was, teenagers and adults that were starting to play it, And it's going back and then finding out all this stuff that went right over my head that I did not understand or didn't notice when I first played it. So many games involve the second controller. Are you familiar with the game Smash TV?
It rings a bell, but I would need some...
It's what we would call now a twin stick shooter. You move with the left stick and then you'd aim and shoot with the right. You could... I'm going to try to demonstrate with this. You could play with one controller, which you'd move around with this and you'd fire in whatever direction you were looking at. But there was an option to set it to two controllers.
Okay.
And you could move with this thumb, holding the controller like this. You could move with this thumb pad,
and then you could move the
and
arms.
then you could shoot with this thumb pad. So you could play.
That's just genius.
GoldenEye, you could play with two controllers, and you could use this, and you could use the second controller to aim with.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't tested it. I've seen it online. I haven't tested it, but for damn sure that when I do a video on GoldenEye, I'm definitely gonna see if I can play it with two controllers.
Well, but I mean, on that controller, you had the little knobby in the middle, though, that you could do it, right? Yeah. So, but you didn't really need to use, or could you use both of the knobs?
You would use both knobs. So it was.
So you would have two triggers, two knobs.
So so the original GoldenEye, you would move with the thumbstick, and then you'd strafe with the C buttons.
Yeah, with the pad.
Yeah, the C buttons would let you go back and forth, and then if you held R, you could aim within the screen. I think the way it works is you can move around with the left one, you can strafe with the right thumbstick, and then the Z buttons on the bottom is what you would allow you to aim and stuff like that. So it would theoretically play more like a more modern shooter,
right,
than what GoldenEye and Perfect Dark played like.
Man, I had no idea. And I just obviously I wish I could go back and, hey, that game Duck Hunt, which kind of got lame kind of quick. That would have been really fun.
Speak for yourself.
To know that back then.
Speak for yourself. That game was awesome.
Well, I mean, sure, but it, like we would get the gun, we would play it like when we first got it, and then that gun never did anything. I mean, we never I don't really. I can't remember another game where we used the gun. I don't remember
Um,
anyway.
the I have shooting gallery that uses the gun. That had
Hmm.
a bunch of like mini games in it. Also, there was a Wild West shooter
Hmm.
as well. Yeah, no, those I weren't. I wasn't. I didn't play a lot of those games, but there were quite a few of them. There's a another thing that this channel, what I've been trying to do is I've been dipping a lot into the Japanese games, the Famicom games and the Super Famicom
Hmm.
games that didn't come over here, and like a lot of them used peripherals that we didn't, or used the peripherals more often. Do you remember Mario Paint for the Super Nintendo?
Yep, I do remember
It
that.
came with a mouse and a mouse pad.
I remember. I don't remember what it came with because I never got it. But yeah.
Came with a mouse and a mouse pad, and that was the only game I know that played with a mouse and a mouse pad. I was in Las Vegas. You were in Las Vegas as well.
Uh-huh.
We were in Las Vegas, and when artist of the channel Brian Power, him and I, we went to a store after work, and I found a game for the Super Famicom that uses the mouse. You control a fairy because Wario has put a bucket on top of Mario's head so he can't see. And you have to control a fairy to guide him through a maze. I haven't played the game yet, but I'm pumped to play it.
Oh wow. That's got to be something for you too because you have the kind of dual buzz of getting something new and also getting something familiar. Like you're getting kind of two hits of dopamine on this one.
No,
You know,
you.
it's pretty cool. I like what you're. I like this. Like
I'm
it's
this.
almost like you're because there's like a whole genre of thrift shoppers, right? They
Mhm.
go through and they find stuff that's older and stuff like that, and that must be the buzz that they're getting
Yeah,
is that it's new, but it's also old at the same time.
like here's a really good example. So I'm a huge Ninja Turtle fan, as you know, as
Hmm.
you guys know. Um, and I thought I had played every original Ninja Turtle game from that era. You know, I played all the games on the NES. I played all the games on the Super Nintendo, and I didn't think there was any games on the Sega. And then I was at a store in Omaha, and I saw a Sega Ninja Turtles game that I had never played nor knew existed. So imagine being like 36 and all of a sudden there's a brand new Sega Ninja Turtle game that you never played before. Like
Wow.
I haven't and I still haven't played it because it's one of the games I'm saving to play with Brian because Brian hasn't played it either. Um, but yeah, no, I mean that's what this is about. I mean like it's I'm hunting those good old feelings that like I'm trying to re-experience stuff, trying to see it through the eyes of an adult, especially games I haven't
Hmm.
played since I was a kid. And then it's also playing I missed a lot of stuff. I was a kid. I didn't really get into gaming until PlayStation, Nintendo 64. A lot of the stuff I missed. You know, it's been great going back to it.
Wow. I actually wanted to like draw your attention to a game.
All right.
All right. It's called Rhaegar. You ever played
Rygar.
Rhaegar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rhaegar. Have you played it on the NES? Like the
No. I
original?
actually played it on PlayStation 2. I bought it. It's a favorite game of my buddy. But I plan on playing it. Yeah.
So we got it, either me or one of my brothers got it, when it was brand new in 1987 or whatever.
Mm.
And we only got so far and it was really, really, really hard. Like we got stuck somewhere in the game. It's like this role play game.
Mm-hmm.
And you had some villains and some conquests and stuff like this, like some like missions and stuff like this, but we ended up getting stuck in the game and
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't figure out where to go. uh, a lot of my family is from Mexico, and so one of my cousins, and he's a second cousin once removed.
Okay.
Okay, that's I'm pretty sure. And so, but we grew up together, and we like I would go to his house, stay over, and he would come to mine, and we would like loan each other games and stuff like that. And I got kind of tired of this game, and um, I had loaned it to him, or I left it at his house or whatever.
Yeah.
And he ended up taking it because he used to spend his summers in Mexico. He was like the whole summer between school years. He would just go down there and he took his Nintendo and he took my game with him. And when he came back, he beat it. So I've never done the NES game. And I'd be curious to hear from you. Like if you ever get your hands on the Rhaegar original 1987 NES.
Oh, it's sitting in the archive right now. I got it on a shelf, my friend.
I mean, believe it. I want to watch that episode where you try to figure this damn game out, because I want to know if you get stuck where I got stuck, and I want to know if you can even tell, like, oh, this must be where Mark got stuck, because this is hard, like, and I'm going to challenge you to beat it without cheating, without going online, without doing all this stuff, because we didn't have that. My cousin figured it out. I didn't figure it out, and I'm just curious to know if you could do that.
Am I allowed to look at the manual? Can I look at the user manual?
Yeah, manual, because I had the manual.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I mean, but whatever is in the manual is not going to help you. You have to figure this out. And so we never knew. I never knew what it was, and I think by then, like by the time he came back, that's 3 months later, or another school year.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever really picked it up again, but I remember him doing it because I went to his house and he showed me where he was on the game, and I was like, what the hell, that's awesome. Because it was a cool game. It was kind of Zelda-like, but it was a little cooler than Zelda. Zelda's kind of a little.
I mean, careful. You don't want to. I mean, my comment section's gonna explode if you.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. Like this one's more like.
No, I am. I'm
manly.
I'm
Rhaegar's just like.
Lightly familiar. I'm lightly familiar with the game, but I'll definitely play it and let you know when I post a video of it. But I mean, I think that's it though. I think we covered.
I think we covered everything.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah. And I even gave you a mission. So
I'll keep it in mind. The rest of October though is all spooky, so
okay.
It's I'll have to get to it.
Hey, it's been sitting there since '87. It can
wait another month. It can wait another month.
You could make it your season premiere, your season 3 premiere. Yeah, man, thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun. It's really a dream of mine to get on these video game, because
collaborate.
Yeah, I don't talk about video games enough, and but you can catch my show, Saturday Morning Serial. You can find us on Spreaker.com or wherever you get your pods. So we're Saturday Morning Serial, and it's cereal like the food,
not the murder.
Yes, not the sequential, thing. But yeah, this has been a lot of fun, man. I love seeing you. I only see you a couple times a year.
Yeah,
this is great. And I'm glad that you have your channel, because I get to check in with you more often.
No, yeah, it's awesome. I gotta finish that Postal episode. But I'm definitely gonna check out some of the other stuff. I'm really glad that you shared that with me. We're able to finally connect this and do this shit together. So
yeah, I know.
That's great.
So yeah, man, thank you very, very much, and I look forward to coming back.
No, thank you. And remember, everyone, where we're going, we don't need cheat codes, but the manual is always appreciated.
Ah.
See you later.
Take care, everybody.